Hey guys, and welcome back. So today we're going to be watching Lost season 2 episode 18, and this next episode is called Dave. And whom's the frack is Dave? I guess we'll find out, but man, am I beyond excited to get into this episode. The previous one was insane and so good, and just so many crazy things happen. We had a bunch of new food. Like what? There was a drop of new food, and that's insane. Like, where did it come from? Why is it only that they brought food instead of like replacing the people who are supposed to be in the hatch? Like, that's something Dharma said in the video would happen. Like, the two people who are responsible for the Swan hatch would get replaced every 2 years or something along those lines. So like, why didn't they send people? Do they know that the passengers are here and they are the ones who are pushing the button in the hatch? But if they do know, what was the point of the lockdown sequence? Because there are plenty of people who could have seen the food be dropped. And also, where did that come from? Did that come from a plane? Did nobody hear the plane? It doesn't seem like it's that far away from the beach, and you would probably see a plane with its lights flying around at night. So it's kind of weird that no one noticed, but yeah, I'm so hyped. I cannot wait to see what our passengers will think about this and what they will say about the food and what we're gonna do next. We also, of course, found out that Henry isn't Henry. Let's go study. My smart man figured everything out. I'm so excited to see what's gonna happen with this episode. We will get to find out his real name and like why he is here. Was he supposed to come here, or were his plans of doing something interrupted by Russo? I have so many questions. I don't know if Henry's gonna tell us anything, but I'm still excited for us to actually finally know for sure that he isn't who he says he is. Also, the balloon is real, which makes me think that there has to be some sort of island nearby, like an inhabited island, because I don't know how long you can fly with hot air balloons. Like, again, I mean, I guess technically you could go as far as you wanted because the wind is taking you, but no, you would need like the gas thing that goes into the balloon itself. So like, I don't know how far you can travel with a balloon. Like, I genuinely have no idea. So I'm just thinking there has to be something nearby, because otherwise where did that balloon come from, right? So maybe we can at some point try and commandeer that boat the others had, and then maybe just go to another island, call for help, or maybe just, ask Dharma to get us out of here. Like, it's so mean. Like, if the Dharma people know that there are so many shipwrecked, plane crashed people here, I don't know why they don't help them. I mean, I guess it's probably like some sort of secret project they're doing, but still, like, that's messed up to just let so many people stay here when they could go home to their families. I mean, fair, most of these people have shitty families, but not all of them, and they deserve to be home instead of on this dumbass little island with its smoke monster. Also, you guys told me I missed a cameo in the previous episode, and it was Nadia, and she was buying a house and Locke was inspecting it. First of all, freaking crazy. Second of all, I stared at her for 3 minutes. Like, I just paused on her face, stared at it for like a solid 3 minutes. When it finally came to me, I was like, oh, is that Nadia? Like, guys, I told you I have face blindness. Please don't expect me to recognize people, okay? Like, clearly I'm trash at it. Even when I knew I was supposed to know her, it still took me so long to figure out who she is. But I got there eventually. I mean, I kind of had to look it up to make sure I was correct, but I got there eventually. So good to know that she seems to have settled down in the US. And I guess if we ever showed the picture to Locke, and provided he doesn't have face blindness, he could also say where Nadia is. So when he gets to Gale of this island, he can go and meet up with her. So yeah, again, sorry I didn't recognize her. I don't know what to tell you. If I know the actor from something else, I have a higher chance of recognizing her. Like, I recognized Kate's mom immediately, like, even just by her voice, because I watched Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and that actress was in that, and she also just has such a unique voice. But I recognized her immediately. But also, okay, this is so embarrassing, but the first time we saw her in the What Kate Did episode, I went back to the Born to Run episode because I was like, oh, did they replace her mom for the dying scene? Because I remember that being an old lady. Like, again, I thought they aged her up a lot or just had an older actress play her, but no, same person. I just didn't recognize the actress dead like as someone I've already seen in something else either. And even after I saw her in the next episode, I was like, oh, that wasn't the same actress that played Kate's mom back in season 1. No, it very much so was. So yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't realize that was a thing with me, but apparently it very much so is. So if there are ever any characters that show up randomly in other flashbacks, high chance that I'm gonna miss them, and I'm just gonna tell you that now and apologize in advance. So with all of that out of the way, let me tell you about my Patreon, where you can watch all these reactions in their entirety. So if that's something you would find interesting, the link to that will be in the description down below. And now we can finally get into this episode.
Isn't this nice?
I kind of prefer breathing.
Me trying to exercise.
You know, exercise is addictive.
Wow.
I never felt that. I wish I did. Runner's high, I don't know her.
Some people's metabolisms are just a little slower.
It's not my metabolism. I'm sick.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
Never mind.
No,
Hurley.
tell us, Hurley, what's up?
You can trust me.
Okay.
Oh, they're so cute. I'm really rooting for them. Wow, he still has so much food.
I tried giving it all away, but I guess I kind of kept some of it for myself.
I feel like that's understandable. I think even skinny people would do that.
Wish I could just get rid of it.
And get rid of it.
Wait, why are they stupid? You could have eaten it. I mean, not them specifically, but you could have given it to someone else. I mean, I guess it's fine because we got a new batch of food, but this is just wasteful and also bad for the environment.
I feel free.
Oh, let's go. They're so cute. Yes, Jeff? What?
They found something. Come on.
Wait, that's so funny. Hurley's finally free, and then here comes a massive pile of food.
No.
Where did this come from?
누가 여기다 떨어뜨렸나 봐.
Yeah, exactly, the sky.
Any of you guys see a plane last night?
Yeah, I saw it, Tattoo. Just decided not to tell.
Okay, fine, sarcasm.
Shouldn't we let someone a little bit more trustworthy take care of this?
Like you, baby napper?
No. Like Hurley.
Not baby napper.
Why not Hurley? He's done it before. He could do it again.
No. No way. Not me. No, not again. No.
Okay, hey, guys.
Oh, honey.
We can do it any way you want.
What the fuck? Oh god, this is Hurley's episode and I'm hyped. Wait, why was he in a mental institution? Actually, I'm curious about that. I hope he won't think that his issues are coming back. Like, this is the island. The island has been doing this to everyone, Hurley. Don't worry, you're good.
Hey!
Oh, jeez. Well, what did he find? A shoe? Wait, this is so weird. Because that thing isn't real. It's not supposed to leave anything behind. What do you mean? Oh, what does that mean? What does that shoe mean? I'm so curious. Oh, but I'm so excited. I love Hurley so much. I cannot wait to see his flashbacks again.
Pretty weird, huh? Said the island won't let you lose weight. You destroy your stash, then bang. More food falls from the sky.
How about that?
I'm proud of you.
Me too, man.
Proud of me for what?
Not freaking out.
I think he's very much so freaked out.
So I heard you had a visit with your mom. How did that go?
It's good.
You're not still mad at her then?
Nah. I know she put me in here for a reason.
What reason was that?
The accident.
What accident?
Just make a list of things that you like about yourself?
Well, nobody else did it.
Nobody else, meaning...
Well, Dave didn't do it. He said it was a stupid idea.
Well,
Oh,
you know, I'm not
Dave.
used to-
Dave is one of our little friends here.
we have talked about how he can be a very negative influence.
Dave's the most normal person in this place, man.
But he doesn't want you to change, does he?
Called dribbling, not drooling, dribbling. Well, shoot it then, shoot it! What? High percentage shot, excellent choice.
I think that's a three-pointer.
Dude, give up the rock! Fantastic. Give it to the guy who's not even in the game!
Is Dave not real?
Brooke said you're like negative. Well, duh.
Because it's his subconscious? The side of him that doesn't want to change?
Got an x-ray, you're gonna just have to do with my best guess. Sorry.
Jesus Christ, that looks so bad. Poor Locke.
How you holding up?
Depends on Jack's best guess. There's a small fracture. Probably hairline.
That's not too bad.
How long until I can walk on? You're gonna have to keep off it a couple of weeks.
Oh, that must be so hard to hear for him.
There's a wheelchair back at the
No,
camp.
I don't need a wheelchair.
We took a pair of crutches from the fuselage when we moved down the beach.
Yeah, I can imagine that would be so traumatic to go back into a wheelchair.
He could have escaped during the lockdown. I was hurt.
Yeah, but the balloon was there. He didn't think they would dig up a body.
Came back to help me. Why would he do that? He didn't come back to help you, John. He came back because he thought his story was gonna check out.
Exactly, man.
He was dead already.
Oh my god. Yeah, let us believe that.
I was part of the search party. Henry Gale was hanging out of the basket, neck broken.
What search party?
You really should have checked his wallet before you did that. I assume Henry Gale did not have any paper on which to compose his thoughts, so he had to improvise. There wasn't much space for that.
Jennifer.
Well, you were right. Crossing the Pacific isn't easy. I owe you a beer. I'm hiking to one of the beaches to start a signal fire. But if you're reading this, I guess I didn't make it. I'm sorry. I love you, Jenny. Always have, always will.
Okay, so I guess he came from far away. There isn't an island nearby.
How did Henry Gale write a note to his wife with a broken neck?
He was very determined. Have you ever been in love?
Wasn't me. I didn't kill him. You don't understand.
How did you know his wife's name? Did you interrogate him?
Please, just listen. I'm just,
How many of you are there?
Dude, this...
If I tell you about them, you have no idea what he'll do.
Zeke?
He's no one. Nothing.
Where are your people?
I can't.
How many of you are there?
You don't understand.
Understand this!
Hey.
Saeed, please, no, don't.
How many of you are there? One.
He'll kill me.
I'll kill you.
Oh god, oh god.
You can't do this. I am not a bad person.
What the hell's wrong with you?
He was actually going to heal him? Saeed, how dare you? I love him.
You're not here!
Maybe Duck. Maybe Duck! Or not. Just let yourself get hit. Dude, this is so weird.
Wait! Dave!
Because he also left the shoe behind, and how does that make sense? And he was hiding the shoe from Libby. But like, if this is all in his head, the shoe shouldn't exist, or she shouldn't have been able to see it anyway.
Did either of you see a guy run through here with a coconut?
No, saw a polar bear on rollerblades with a mango.
I did not see it.
Yeah, me neither.
4, 8, 15.
Ah, dude.
4, 8.
Pretty sneaky, Leonard.
Our favorite little guy.
Using those magic numbers of yours as a psych out, aren't you, man?
They are magic, a little bit.
Leonard's got graham crackers, man. You should snag one. He won't notice. What's he gonna do, call you a 23?
You want to get out of here with me? Don't take the horse tranquilizer.
What do you mean, get out of here?
I mean, escape, man. Me and you, ASAP. They're getting to you, dude. We gotta split.
Well, there, Dave.
Hello there, Dr. Brooks.
Oh,
And how are you today?
I guess he is real.
I've been taking some pictures for the bulletin board. I've got everyone except you two. Would you guys mind?
Wait, no, he's not real. He's not gonna be in the picture. We're just humoring Hurley.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Well, fine. See you later, guys.
He did not swallow them, but sure. You go away, doctor.
The revolution has begun, man. Lay low. When the time is right, we fly.
Oh, that's such a bad idea. Oh man, I'm so confused, actually. I keep going back and forth on things.
Well, I sort of need some medicine.
What do you need?
Cloxaplan?
It's called clonazepam.
I got that perfectly.
The hell's that?
So you can calm down, or for when you're seeing things.
So is he schizophrenic, maybe?
What stuff you seeing?
Maybe like a bald guy in a bathrobe.
You mean like that guy there?
You're a little fucking bitch. Oh, hit him! Nice one, Hurley. That's what Sawyer gets. Such a little bitch.
Barber!
People are having such a good time. Glad I'm not the only one.
What the hell's the matter with you?
Man, you can't just make jokes all the time.
I'm not crazy.
No, you're not. Probably.
Seriously though, why would Hurley, of all
I
people...
got no idea. I didn't do nothing. He just hulked out on me.
For no reason at all.
So Sawyer.
What happened with Sawyer?
I don't want to talk about it.
So, you beat him up?
Guess you know what happened then.
I'm on your side. Whatever you tell me.
Look, I don't want to talk, okay?
You probably should though. Especially to her, like she's a shrink, right? I almost called her psychic.
I'm gonna need a lot of protein where I'm going.
Where are you going?
Back to the caves. No one lives there anymore, so it won't bother anybody.
Hurley, you're not a bother.
Hurley, you don't have to do this.
Just leave me alone. You can't help me.
Of course you can. Wow, really? Oh, just cut your losses, man. Cut your losses, man. That's gross. That's too far. Oh, Hurley, come on now. Dave? Oh, it's Cinderella. We found him.
I like that I have a good relationship with my mom. I like making my grandpa Tito laugh.
Oh, he's still alive. Miss you, Grandpa Tito.
Well, that last one wasn't about you, Hugo.
I like chicken.
Me trying to be nice to myself.
Well, I noticed you didn't say anything about the way you look. Are you comfortable with your appearance?
Nah, actually.
If I wasn't so fat, they never would have died.
Wait, what?
There were 23 people on that deck. It was built to hold 8. And it would have collapsed whether you went out there or not.
Yeah, but I did walk out there, and it did collapse. But I killed him.
It was an accident.
That was my fault.
Look, after those people died, you were in a practically catatonic state. You stopped talking, you stopped going out, you stopped sleeping, but you never stopped eating. Because that's how you punish yourself.
Dave's right about you. You're nothing but a quack.
Dave doesn't want you to lose weight, does he?
You know, Dave cares about me. He's my friend.
I think that's the part of yourself that hates yourself, actually.
I'm going to show you something that may upset you.
Oh, that's why he took the picture.
Dave isn't your friend, Hugo. Because Dave doesn't exist.
God, man.
You're a hallucination. Ow. Was that a hallucination?
Yeah, man.
Okay, man, you got the keys on, right? You took them off Brooks's desk earlier.
Does he remember doing that?
Oh. Can you
What?
taste that?
Freedom? Or a McDonald's is nearby?
That is freedom, baby. You know what tastes even better than freedom?
That's...
Cheeseburgers.
Oh, push him out. Lock him out.
I don't think I can do this.
Let's go, man.
You're not real. You're trying to get me to run away and get cheeseburgers because I want cheeseburgers.
Did you take those pills, man?
Nah, man, I'm just not coming. Look, you don't want me to get better. You don't want me to change.
You don't need to change, man. You are fine. You're great.
No, I'm not. You just want me to stay fat. You don't want me to get better. You wouldn't care if I ate myself to death.
Do not do this, man. If you don't come with me right now, you will never get out of here.
Yeah, he will.
Bye, Dave.
I'm so proud of Hurley.
I know you're freaking out right now, and I'm sorry, but it's gonna get a little worse before it gets better.
Worse?
Yeah.
What? What are you talking about?
A little while later, Brooks let me out, and I went home to live with my mom, and I got my job at Mr. Cluck's back.
And then he won the lottery?
None of that ever happened.
Oh, I see. The island is in his head. None of this is real.
You're still at Santa Rosa, man. You never left the hospital.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. Dave, fuck off.
It's all in your head, my friend. The second you closed that window, your brain popped a gasket. You went back into your little coma thing, and that's where you are right this very second. In your own private Idaho, inside Santa Rosa.
Is he doing this to himself, or is the island is doing this to him? Like, what's going on, Hurley?
I won the lottery. Whoa, wow. Awesome, dude.
That's such a likely scenario.
Leonard's numbers, right? You, seen him around anywhere else?
The hatch?
Bingo! The hat.
Oh, the numbers. I thought Leonard. I was like, what?
But I got better. I changed.
Changed? What, are you kidding me? Take a look at yourself. You've been on a deserted island for over 2 months and you haven't dropped 10 pounds. How is that even possible, man?
I just destroyed my stash.
I've been exercising. Libby says it won't happen overnight.
Right, Libby. A mega cute blonde chick who just happens to have the hots for you.
It's possible. In fact, it's actually what's happening.
So this is all in my brain?
Every rock, every tree frog. Even me, the real me, the one they told you was imaginary, he went out that window, man. Right now, he's probably bouncing from hot chick to hot chick.
Right, I see. So he was healthy before he closed the window and then he got worse. Likely story.
What part of me are you?
I'm the party that wants to wake up, man. Follow me.
Well, then do it. How do you wake up? Do you kill yourself? That's usually the trick they try to do. You either kill yourself or you kill someone you love.
The big finale. The answer to all your problems.
Oh yeah, death. I mean, to be fair, he's not wrong.
I don't want to kill myself.
Who said anything about killing yourself, man? This is gonna bring you back to life.
Sure. God, that's so high up. Hurley, please, get back.
The only way for you to bust out is to tell your mind that you don't believe any of this.
But it's real, man. However crazy, it's real.
If I'll just wake up?
That's right. And when you do wake up, come find me. I'm sure I miss you.
Yeah, I'm sure too. You know what? You jump down.
Seen another life, Hurley.
Oh, okay. Bye. Leave us alone. Fucking cackling while he fell. So funny.
What's your name? Your real name?
Yeah, it does.
Why don't you just keep calling me Henry?
But that's not your name. Unless it is, and that's a big coincidence.
Did you get caught on purpose? You and your people have been here for God knows how long, and you got caught in a net.
God doesn't know.
Excuse me?
God doesn't know how long we've been here, John. He can't see this island any better than the rest of the world can.
What are you even saying?
This place is a joke, John.
What?
The timer went all the way down to 0. And then some funny red pictures flipped up in its place. They looked like hieroglyphics. And then things got real interesting. There was a loud clunking and a hum like a magnet, a big magnet. It was really very frightening. And do you know what happened next? Nothing happened, John. Nothing happened at all. Your timer just flipped back to 108. I never entered the numbers. I never pressed the button.
Is that real? Is he lying?
You're lying.
No, I'm done lying.
Are you sure? Every time you say that, you just keep on lying. I don't know what to do with this information, man.
What is going on?
No! You're just a part of me that's scared. You don't want me to wake up. Well, guess what? I'm not scared.
Oh, God, please, Hurley, I beg of you.
But this isn't like you.
Like me? You don't know me.
Well, if she's a part of you, then she does.
I was starting to.
Yeah, but did you know I'm so fat that I killed 2 people? And that I have an imaginary friend?
Please, you're gonna hurt yourself.
No, I'm not. Because this isn't happening. None of it. I'm just imagining it. This isn't real life.
Why would you say that?
Because in real life, no girl like you would ever like me. You remember when I said I knew you from somewhere? Well, maybe it's because I made you up.
I buried a lot of people, Hurley. So don't tell me that that wasn't real. And don't tell me you made me up. It's insulting. I am real. You're real. The way I feel about you, that's real.
God, I'm so happy for them. Hurley, just believe her, please.
And that was real.
Maybe you should do it one more time. Just to be sure.
Are you sly dog, Hurley?
Do you really think I can change?
Yeah.
Do you need some water to go with that?
Nope, I'm good.
What?
Here's your pill, Libby.
dodges my ass. What the literal fuck was that? Huh? Well, I guess that's where Hurley recognizes her from. What the literal fuck? Oh my god, this was such a crazy episode. Well, when I say crazy, I don't mean it in that sense. It's just this show is crazy in general, right? Like all the insanity that goes on, it's fair to call this show crazy. So yeah, this was an insanely good episode. I really enjoyed it. Man, Hurley's backstory is so sad. I definitely teared up at a couple of the points. Just like seeing his self-hatred is so crazy. Also, a little bit makes me uncomfortable, like just the concept of this episode, because like the weight is the actor's weight, like that's what the actor looks like. And I never really like when shows do that, where they like make a storyline about the way an actor looks, like where they comment on their weight or their appearance. It always makes me a little uncomfortable, because like that's not the character, right? Like if you call an actor who's playing a character and you're like, oh my god, you're so ugly, like you get your face and all of that, and it's just like, well, that's the actor. Like, you know, I just don't really like stuff like that. It just makes me a little uncomfortable. And I always just feel bad for the actors if they have to have their physical appearance be kind of insulted within the show, or just like Hurley's weight struggles make into a storyline like this. Like, I have no idea what's going on with the real actor and all that kind of stuff. Like, someone's weight is just not an easy thing. Like, we all are super different, and like being fat at a lot of the times isn't like a moral failing or anything like that. Like, people's metabolisms work differently. People have medical conditions that make them more likely to gain weight and not lose it. So yeah, I just don't love that aspect of it, but I do love the story, and it's just so tragic. Like Hurley hating himself so much that he's punishing himself by like gorging himself and probably binge eating, which is like a real eating disorder. So yeah, I liked how they wove that in that sense. Like, if I just focus on the actual story that happens within the show, and him not being able to write anything about himself that he loves about himself, honestly, relatable, not gonna lie. But yeah, it was just, oh man, so sad. Like, he thought that the lost part, or like them being on the island, is not real because someone like Libby would never like him otherwise. Man, it really breaks my heart, you know, him hating himself and just like his subconscious not wanting him to get better. Also, I guess the other thing I didn't like, where he was like, do you think I can change? And like every time they said that, they were kind of just referring to him losing weight. Whereas I think it would be more important to change your mental state and like your mental health, and just maybe try and find some self-love and self-acceptance. Like, again, hardest thing to do in the world, like loving yourself, that's fucking hard. And, you know, loving your body, it's not easy, right? I'm sure all of us have things about our bodies that we would love to change, that we would just jump at the chance to just snap my finger and then just have a different face, have a different body, have whatever, you know what I mean? So like, loving yourself is definitely super duper hard, but I think that should be the first thing we tackle, and not him losing weight, because I'm sure probably it would help him as well mentally, but it seems like there are some deep-seated issues that stem from him causing two people's death. Like, he blames himself for that, which is so ridiculous. Like, I think that's the one thing we would have to tackle. I really liked the psychiatrist or psychologist, whichever, at the hospital. I thought he was great. I really liked some of the things he was saying, where like the pier was built for 8 people and there were 23 on it. Even if my Hurley guy was 70 kilograms, the thing probably would have still fell and people would have still died. So him blaming himself is just like his own issue. Like, he shouldn't blame himself, because I don't think anybody else is blaming him. So I think that's like the root cause that we would have to fix, and from that are his other issues coming from, at least at this moment in time, where I think, you know, Dave is a manifestation of his own self-hatred and his belief that he's not deserving of change. I think that's more what's happening. I think he wanted to eat as much as possible so that he would get fatter because he thinks that's what he deserves. Like, he's just a fat guy who killed people. Like, why should he ever be allowed to lose weight or change? I think he doesn't believe that he deserves that because he's still alive. Like, he caused people's death, but he's still alive, and I don't think he believes that he's allowed to get better, which is so fucking sad. And I think if we focused in on that issue and tried and fix it, or at least help him ease through it, I think that could solve a lot of his other issues as well. But yeah, I think this is like a very fascinating episode. There was a time in my life when I wanted to be a psychologist, so I'm definitely super intrigued by all these kind of storylines. And honestly, I wouldn't have actually blamed Hurley if he had jumped off at the end, because I mean, come on. If I was on that island and like something came up to me and was like, yeah, none of this is real, I'd be like, you know what? You make some valid points, because all of this sounds insane. Like polar bears in the middle of the Pacific Ocean on an island, a black smoke monster that can show you your memories, and a hatch with a doomsday button and all of that. I'd be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I think I am crazy. Let me jump off this cliff. So, you know, I would not have blamed Hurley if he had done that, because truly, things that are happening here don't sound real, but they are. So yeah, I'm glad that he stayed on top. I'm glad that Libby was able to get through to him, even though she's a lying little minx. Like, I am so confused and so curious about her. I hope we get her backstory very, very soon, because I was not expecting her to have been in the same mental institution as Hurley. Now I wonder, is she truly a psychologist then? Or was that a lie? Because she said that she was that because she spent a lot of time in the mental institution and she talked a lot to psychologists. So she's like, yeah, I know how that profession works. I've seen enough. I've been treated enough to know how it works. Or, you know, she was a psychologist and then something happened to her as well that forced her into a mental institution. I mean, it does feel like that at least the part that she was saying about her going to medical school seems real, because she was able to reset that guy's broken leg, and it does seem like she knows a lot about medicine. So maybe that part is real, and then the psychologist part is not real. I don't know, but it's very, very fascinating. And I'm very much looking forward to when maybe Hurley remembers her. I don't know. I guess I don't know how her secret would come to life, because she's the only one who knows it. And if she doesn't say anything about it, nobody will know. So I guess maybe Hurley could finally place her face, or something will force her to come clean. I don't know, but I'm very excited to learn more about her. Okay, also, let's start talking about Henry and him not entering the code. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's where I'm at. I don't know, because I feel like us not entering the code is such an important moment that I cannot imagine us missing it. You know what I mean? Like, we've been waiting for us to fuck up putting the code in since, like, what, episode 2 or 3? I don't remember exactly when Desmond fully told us what's happening. So I just cannot possibly imagine that we missed out on it. And sure, nothing happened, but I mean, I guess maybe there's like a buffer or something where like you can fuck up not putting the code in like 3 times and nothing will happen. So maybe we already have 2 strikes, because the first time was Locke, like he missed the deadline and we saw the red light come on and the hieroglyphs, and we assumed that he managed to hit enter on time, but maybe Henry is right and the time just reset on its own, and then now we did it again, and maybe a 3rd time is when, if we don't put it in, things will go crazy. I just, first of all, cannot imagine nothing happening if we don't keep putting the number in. I just think that would be such a letdown and just so anticlimactic. So yeah, I cannot imagine that scenario. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe he was telling the truth, maybe he wasn't. I guess we'll see. But it is interesting that he talked about, like, what did he say? That there was like a weird clunking sound and then like a magnet turned on or something. I guess that is what we've been theorizing, right? Because there was like a pull at that part with Jack's key around his neck, so that could be a magnet, right? Like, because I'm assuming the key was made out of metal and then the magnet would pull it. Although I think he had a gun in his hand, and I feel like that should probably get pulled too. I guess maybe that was too heavy, like maybe the magnet didn't have that much pull, and that's why it's only pulling the key, because that's like super small, super light. And maybe it's turning, making it more powerful or something. And I think a magnet being there could also explain the compass not working properly. Possibly. Again, I'm no scientist, so I'm not sure. But I feel like Henry shouldn't have known about the magnet though, right? Like, the reason I'm leaning towards Henry telling the truth is because how else would he know about the magnet unless he's with Dharma and not with the others? That could be a possibility, right? That he was on his way here so that he could check up on the project, maybe because they realized that the people they've sent here to the hatch are gone and it's just us, the passengers, now who are taking over. So maybe he isn't with the others after all, he's like with the Dharma actually. And he did enter the code, but he does know about the magnet because he knows about the project, because he was a part of it. I don't know. So like, if he's with the others, I'm leaning towards him not actually pushing the button, and maybe us having like 3 strikes, right? So like, we used up 2, next time around if you don't push it, something will happen. So I think that's my current theory, because we definitely need to be there when things go badly and we don't push the button for the 3rd time, I guess, because I cannot imagine nothing happening, right? Like, was it just a psychological experiment? Like, maybe the reason they put that revelation in this episode with all the psychological stuff and things not being real and people seeing things is so that we would believe that nothing happens if you don't push the button, because it's all actually just a psychological torture type experiment. Like, Dharma is looking at them being like, I wonder up until which point they'll keep pushing the button. Like, oh, this is so good about the human brain or like the human psyche. Like, let's make some notes. I don't know. I feel like something will happen though. Like, if you don't push the button the next time around, if that happens, something bad will happen. And I, for one, am very excited to see what that bad thing will be. Oh, also, there was one more thing I wanted to talk about regarding Hurley and like Dave on the island. Now I'm so curious. Like, is Dave a manifestation of Hurley's mind on the island specifically? Or was it the island testing Hurley, right? Because I believe that it was obviously Hurley's issues manifesting in the form of Dave back in the mental institution. But here, I'm not 100% sure, because it could go either way, right? Because we know that he was always a hallucination, but like, people have been seeing shit on this island before. Jack saw his dad, Kate saw a horse, Charlie had those weird visions, Locke also saw his mom, although I guess he was asleep. I guess the only people who were awake and saw stuff were Jack and Kate at this point. So I definitely could see this happen to Hurley because of the island. Like, this wasn't actually Hurley imagining this or hallucinating this, but it was the island that was making him see things and wanted him to get out of the way. Like, was the island trying to kill Hurley, or was it trying to make sure that Hurley believed that this is real? I'm not sure, but with that regard, I'm definitely leaning towards this whole experience that Hurley just went through is because of the island. Although I feel like Hurley destroying the food, finally feeling free, only for more food to fall from the sky, could have been a stressor for him that actually brought back these hallucinations. Like, I think that's also a possibility, like something truly happened in Hurley's life that made him regress back to that moment in time. But I don't know. I'm definitely leaning toward the island messing with Hurley. I mean, even the craziest thing would be if this whole time Dave was the island, because Kate saw the horse as well. Like, maybe that was also not real. Like, both her and the marshal guy just saw a horse that was not there. Like, they both hallucinated. I don't know. things are weird. Things are weird on this island, and I'm looking for conspiracies everywhere. So yeah, this was a super fascinating episode. I really enjoyed it, and I am now very much so looking forward to a Libby-centric episode. I wonder if that will happen in season 2. I feel like we're getting so close to the finale, and things are just probably gonna get crazier that I don't know if we'll have time for her this season around, but I really hope we do because I need to know more about her. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, a huge shout out goes out to all my Patreons for supporting me. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. I really appreciate every single one of you. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep, I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my